What's up, y'all? I'm back. And today, we're reading for Gemini. I also have the number 7, and I have the moon. Alright. So, what is that planet again? I either see Jupiter or Saturn reversed, and we're going to see it again. One of these days, I'm going to have it memorized. I don't know why it gives me so much of a struggle. Jupiter. Go ahead and find this. 1 second. Come on. Yes, that's Saturn. Alright, Saturn reversed and the South Node. Awesome. Okay. So, having said that, Gemini, there could be something. These were reversed, by the way, when I grabbed them. And that's what I wanted to get to about this. Gemini, you have an illusion around you right now, okay? I don't know what this illusion is. I don't know if this is a relationship or a situation, but you do have an illusion around yourself at the moment, okay? There's something here with your relationships where there is something attempting to turn you backwards, and you kind of almost have a feeling that you already know, right? It's like, I already know what this is, but it's almost like you want to let it play out almost, okay? So the energy that I'm getting, if this is making sense to you, it's almost like I know that this is bullshit, but I'm going to give it a little ways. I don't want to call bullshit just yet for some reason, right? And that reason is there is still some type of illusion that you are unsure about calling it out. When it comes to this situation or this illusion, it's nothing that you haven't seen before, but it's something that you're hesitant to call out. And the reason for that is, okay, we have Saturn reversed, which means you've done your due diligence in whatever this situation is, right? That's why you are of the mind to realize what it is that you're encountering or seeing. That's why you're able to call bullshit, right? Because you've already closed out your particular karmic cycle with this particular type of bullshit, okay? But what you're seeing and what you're dealing with are people who have not. So you are dealing with people who have not done what you've done, in a sense, and you recognize them trying to pull you back in. But at the same time, you recognize their bullshit as being bullshit. So there is an uncomfortable energy right now where it's like, stop pulling on me, get off me. I don't want to go where you're pulling me. And the reason you don't want to go where they're pulling you is because you know you have no need to go backwards, right? What does a reversed tarot deck give us? Bullshit. What is this reversed situation going to give you? Bullshit. What are you going to find if you put your shit in reverse and go back to this? Bullshit. Do you see what I'm saying? That is what's happening right now because you've already seen it. But the thing about it is when we have Aries reversed, and then the South Node, all right? It's almost like something's trying to get you to misplace your aggression or misplace your anger. And if you misplace your anger, right? If you don't aim forward, if you don't aim at what is coming at you, then to misplace your anger is to aim backwards. These people want you to go backwards. Something is trying to keep you stuck. Something is trying to keep you pushing your power in the wrong direction. You feel that now. You see it now. You just don't see it clearly. You feel it clearly. Neptune and the moon clearly communicate with each other, but it is in the language of feelings, right? Gemini is a little bit more of a cerebral sign, right? They're of two minds all the time, right? But it's like you feel it, but you can't articulate it. You see it, but you can't touch it. It's very frustrating energy, but the good thing is you know the right way. And I feel like whatever this person is, I think there could be two people in a relationship sense, whatever relationship dynamic that is. And it's almost like you're getting irritated with them, but the reason you're getting irritated with them is because they're wanting to pull you backwards and you are in the mind of going forward. You've already been where they are. You've already seen it. You've already passed that test. You don't need their bullshit pulling you back to it. You've already done it. This is one of those times where they got to stay where they're at, right? And you have got to go on. We have to meet people in their energy, okay? You have met these people in their energy. You have gone further and they have stayed where you met them. Does that make sense? So, yeah, look, see, you're being offered something right now. I'm still so bad at holding these cards up to the camera. You're being offered something right now. You have to go forward to claim it, right? This is your prize. Step forward to claim it. It's your prize, though, Gemini, not these other people. You're the one that passed the test, not them. You're the one that has seen the light, not them. You're the one that has been invited to go further, not them. Don't, and I say all that to say, like, I understand that that's where, like, the frustration is coming from. I don't want to start preaching to you just yet because you already know not to let people try to bring you back. That's why it's making you so mad. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you something that you already know. What I'm going to say is do what you're already made up your mind to do, and that is to walk away, right? And do you know how many cups are missing in the 8 of Cups? 1, 2. What'd I tell you? 2 people. Do not let them bring you back for any reason, because what they're doing is keeping you from your wish fulfillment, right? You're 9 of Cups. That's what you're going to. And it's not an accident. Look at the face and the moon. That's why you're being pulled so hard to walk forward. Something's guiding you forward. Something that you've always wanted, it's about to be given to you because you've done everything that you need to do. These people feel it too, but they feel it in a different way. What feels like something being given to you feels like something being taken from them. They can't touch it or see it either, right? Just like you can't touch it or see it or articulate it. All they know is that they associate it with you. And so for them to appease their sense of loss, they need to keep you with them. That is at odds with you appeasing your sense of fulfillment, which is telling you to walk forward. Do you see? So that's where this is coming from. But again, all cards point the same way. Moving forward and holding on. Somebody wants to hold on, or somebody is trying to get you to go with them, something like that. I feel like the more like they might be trying to get you to stay with them or go the direction that they're going, because I see 2 people in these cards. Yeah, technically there's 3, but 2 people of sound body and mind. The other one is a little tiny baby. So there might be there might be something like that too, but it's not somebody that can do for themselves, right? So I feel like they might be trying to get you to come with them, and you're like, no, I'm staying here. There's something here for me, whether it's a physical place, whether it's a situation, whether it's a relationship, whatever it is, you're holding your ground, right? But if you look in this card before I shuffle, again, we saw a face in the moon and we see a cloak on this person. When you do tarot, when you do numerology, any of the hippy dippy shit, they will tell you black is the color of protection. There's something not only guiding you, but cloaking you. If, for example, if these people were to say, oh, well, if we leave, you'll never make it without us, that isn't true. That isn't true. And you might not even understand why that's not true at the moment, because on paper, that might seem right. If they were helping you with your electricity bill, just pull something out of my mind. If they were helping you with your electricity bill, and they're telling you that, oh, well, if we leave, the electricity bill's going with us. Okay, fine, you might not be wrong, but here's the thing. I can make it work. I can figure it out. Look at the Hermit. You turned off the lights around me? Well, God damn it, do I know how to light a candle. You see what I'm saying? Like, these people are trying to, like, someone or something, be it a person, people, or a situation, they're trying to control you by taking things that they feel like they've given you, right? So if someone is helping you with electricity, they're going to take that back. If somebody's helping you with your car note, they're going to take that back. And it's all in an effort to keep you stuck or to force you to go with them. You are protected from this right now. And but at the same time, we're human, right? It still pulls on you. And it pulls on you in a different way because you are aware in a different way that these people, it's not just about the electricity bill. It's not just about the car note. They're trying to control your movement. They're trying to force your hand. And that is what's pissing you off, right? Fuck your electricity bill. You ain't gonna stick around and help me pay my light bill? I will light a candle, bitch. Get the hell on. See? What did I say? Look at that 4 of Pentacles. Well, this is the number 4. This is the Emperor. You're not gonna move me. You're not gonna move me. I'm grounded in myself. You know, when you talk about the number 4, you're talking about air, earth, water, fire. You're talking about all 4 elements. That's what this world gives to us, right? So it's like, okay, fine. Imagine I'm dating an alien, right? And they're like, oh, well, I'm going back to Mars and I'm going to take my cosmic space. Oh, that's fine, bitch. Take your cosmic space dust with you. Take the octopuses with you. We know they didn't come from here. You know what I mean? Like, take your extraterrestrial things with you, because I am a terrestrial being, and on this terrain, I am good. So don't let anybody push or pull you off of your center, because I feel like that's what somebody's trying to do, and I feel like they're finding out. Like, you can't just do that. You can't manipulate me with stuff like that, right? Alrighty. Yeah, and it's like, you might not have much, but you have everything you need of value at your disposal, right? Everything that is of value is firmly in your hands, regardless of what anybody tries to use against you or take away from you, or kind of like use to push you or pull you in one direction or another. And you don't know what's coming, but you don't need to, right? The hermit lights his own way in the dark, and I see the moon up there. Don't let this scare you, because the only place these people are headed back to is towards conflict, right? The Five of Wands, and you can see that. And that's the thing. I think somebody right now is suffering from the gift of hindsight, right? You can clearly see the bullshit that these people are staying in, or the bullshit that these people are going back towards. What you can't clearly see is what's ahead of you. But you can see what's behind you, and what's behind you you want no part of, because what's behind you is bullshit. What's behind you is stagnation, right? What's behind you is people that want to see you caught up, or don't mind getting caught up themselves. What you want is literally anything better than that. Yeah, it looks like some chaos going on in this card, but the door and the path is wide open to whatever may lay beyond. I know what lays beyond back there. I don't know what lays beyond up here. And you know something? What lays beyond where I cannot see, it might be better. It has to be better, because can't nothing be worse than this shit back here. And I feel like that's the energy that you're in, right? And yeah, it sucks to watch them go, because they're your people. You know what I mean? Like, these people gave you board and passage on their boat, or, you know, apply that however it goes. They gave you a room. They gave you a ride. They gave you gas money. They supported you. It's just that, you know, at some point there came a crossroad, and there came a parting of the ways, because you know what it is that you're meant to do. And these people only know what it is that they're, I guess, pushed to do. You know what I mean? Like, and what I mean is there's a difference between being fueled to do something and being pushed to do something. If someone can push you, you're weak. If you're fueling yourself, you're a little bit stronger. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to make this more clear. It's like, you need fuel so a car can drive, right? But the fuel isn't pushing the car forward, it's the driver. So the driver needs to put that fuel in the car so they can get to where they're going. Somebody like this isn't even really a paddle. It's a stick in the water. They've got to be pushed somewhere. Granted, it is by the person on the boat, but they rely more on the tide, right? They allow outside things to push them or maneuver them. You don't. You rely on that inner driver to maneuver the vehicle around you. You don't allow outside forces to maneuver the vehicle. You're the driver. You're in control. These people don't think like that. You'll move when you're ready to move. These people move in and out with the tide. They rely on something. You don't. The only thing you rely on is yourself and your inner navigation. And I say navigation because I see the moon. These people are going towards clear skies. You're the one that has to face, like a dark and perilous path. But you don't care because you know it's right. Something is telling you that this is right. Something is telling you that this is the direction that you need to go. And up here with this Ace of Cups, we do have, look, Four of Pentacles again, right? Four of Earth. This is for you. And yes, you haven't decided to accept or deny it yet. So therefore, you're standing your ground. Ten of Fire, right? You might have things, that's the Ten of Wands, right? So it's like, either way, this is going to be something, this is going to be a struggle, right? There's no denying it. You're going to have to put work into it. But is it worth it? And I feel like that's where a lot of you are right now. You're in that is it worth it conversation. Is it worth it to take on whatever it is that I'm taking on? Is it worth it to let go of who I may have to let go of? What's worth it to me? And what's worth it to you from the Four of Pentacles, from what I see, what's worth it to you is your stability. Yes, I want to go towards this thing because it might add to my stability. But I also don't want to let these people go because it might take away from my stability. It's almost like kind of finding a happy medium by putting up a boundary, right? The 9, look, and if you look at this card, look at the star, and then look at this card, star. You're putting your faith in yourself. You know that you can't be swayed, and you know that you only want to increase your own stability. So instead of letting either one of these opposing energies pull you back and forth, I'm going to sit with myself. And I'm going to see what comes of that. Because that's the only thing I can be sure on right now. And it's crazy that we're talking about the tides, right? Because that's what the moon controls. But the Hermit stands alone in the light of the moon. So while the moon is controlling these currents, and everybody that allows themselves to be swayed in and out on them, the only thing it's doing for the Hermit is giving him the darkness to think and let his own thoughts light his way. Do you understand? That's why you're separate from everybody right now. That's why everybody seems to be leaving. That's why things seem to be losing in your life. Something is taking away everything that you don't need, all the distractions around you, so that you can more clearly hear yourself. So that you know without a doubt which way to go. It is going to cost you people. It is going to cost you things, such as the price of being your own captain. Right? Such is the price of being a leader of your own self. You think people are just given those positions? No, you have to hurt for them. You have to lose shit for them. You have to sacrifice for them, right? Otherwise, everybody would be in one of those positions. But not everybody's fit for it. Not everybody's built for it. Not everybody's strong enough to stand alone. Right? And, back here with this, this... Again, when I see the Six of Swords with the Knight of Wands, this is somebody wanting you to chase them. Okay, so if this is somebody that's like, well, I'm going back here. If you're going to do this, if you insist on doing this, then I'm going over here. Or I'm going back to my mom's. Well, see, they're still in the light of what he's holding. Let me hold him this way so you see. See how he has that light in his little lantern or whatever? See this person? They're still bathed in that light. They ain't running away. The Knight of Wands is the fastest knight in the deck. If this person wanted to run away from you, they're not going to give you the courtesy of telling you first, right? They're just going to do it. So the reason that this person is making such a big deal about them leaving or leaving you or leaving whatever you guys have got going on is because they expect you to chase them, okay? That's what they're banking on. They're not banking on you holding your ground. They're not banking on you saying, I'm not going to be moved. They're banking on them being so attractive to you, right? They're banking on themselves, on you finding them so attractive that you'll chase them. And this could be, it doesn't have to be physically attractive. This could just be like the ego talking. Like they feel like there's such an important light source in your life that you would chase them the way a moth chases a flame. Does that make sense? But I don't think you're doing it. Two of Wands. No, you've already mastered this. Maybe at one point, this person, physically, sexually, all that stuff, they were exactly what you had been waiting for. But you have mastered that. You've mastered that aspect of yourself. 2 + 1 + 5, that's 8. You've mastered the 8 of Wands, which is passion, right? Nobody's going to sway you by sleeping with you, okay? Sex ain't going to do it here. And I feel like that's what this person is banking on. They're banking on how attractive you are to them. They're banking on their physical appearance. They're banking on them being able to influence your actions through the physical, right? And in this case, passion. You're not going to be seduced by this, right? Because yes, maybe at one point they were exactly what you were waiting for. Maybe at one point they were exactly the thing that you wanted to do. Take a shower, catch a breath, and do again. You see what I'm saying? But you're past that because you're looking at higher things, right? You're in communication with higher realms. If that wasn't true, the moon wouldn't be here and this would be normal fire in his lantern. That's the star. Somebody is going through like solitude of the soul, and when we go through that, it's because there are higher realms trying to talk to us. There are higher things that are trying to occur to our minds, and we can't be distracted. So what happens is everything is orchestrated in such a way that when something is ready to talk to you, when you're ready, I want to quote Stephen King on this, when the pupil is ready, the teacher will appear. In this moment, this is the pupil becoming ready. This is the pupil telling his noisy, loud ass partying friends, go away, I have to study, because there is something that wants you to step into it, right? When I see the South Node, that immediately lets me know that the North Node is relevant. The North Node is whatever our higher state, while still here, is, right? So let's just say that you came from the hood. There will come a day when your South Node and your North Node will be as a crossroads to you, and you can decide, do you want to go to jail, or do you want to elevate up? And whatever up that is, do you want to go to the military? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to go to school? Or do you want to go hang out on the corner again, right? That's that crossroads. You can stay where you are and continue to go around and around, which eventually results in you going backwards. Or you can say, nah, I want to step into my North Node and I'm going to take the stairs instead of the elevator. I'm ready to put that extra work in. Do you see what I'm saying? And I feel like you are. I feel like you're ready to take the stairs instead of the elevator. You're ready to put that extra effort in, but there's people around you that are trying to dissuade you from that. They want you to come back with them. But you have your height set on higher things. Normally he's holding the world in his hand, looking at the potential before him. But in this one we have a giraffe. You're literally looking at higher things than where this person is trying to lead you. Or where this situation is trying to take you back. Look, see, what did I say? They're so worried. Let's go back to the power bill analogy, right? The light bill. They're sitting there saying, oh, okay, well, if I go, then I'm going to take the money for the light bill with me. What did I say? At least you know how to light a candle. But look what you have with you, the Ace of Fire. That's not just a lantern, that's the lantern. Like, you're good. This is an illusion. Don't let these people fuck with you. Anything that they're taking with them, you don't need. Right? That's what we saw with the Four of Pentacles, where he's holding everything he has and he's got that cloak on his back. You have everything that you need. So do not give in to the illusion that anyone who leaves your life is leaving you with less. They aren't. They're not. But they're going to try to make you think that they are. Don't you believe it. Do not deviate from where you are. Because there's something here. Look, see, now you're showing up as the Page of Pentacles, right? What's meeting you? Look, what did I say about the crossroads? I'm dealing with these cards too fast for my mind. Holy shit. Okay, so what did I say about the crossroads? You are at a crossroads, earth and water, two opposing forces at two opposing angles, right? Diagonals, I was going to say, but that's not right. So here you are. It's like you have everything that you need, right? What did I say about that? They left you alone. You might have lost something financially. You might have taken a loss elsewhere. But everything that you need, everything of value is firmly in your hands. So once you let these people go and you come out of this hermit mode and back into the daylight, when you're ready to re-engage, right? What meets you? What meets the Page of Earth? Well, it's the Page of Water, because we're at that crossroads. Look at the background, right? We're at the edge of the map, matey. So when you meet this person, it's almost like a gateway from the Page of Water to the King of Water to the Three of Water. There could be something that you're trying to join. There could be something that you're applying for. You're going to be welcome with open arms, because what is one of the most compatible things with this water energy we have? Well, it's a little bit of sand. Okay, this could be at the beach, this could be a resort, this could be anything like that. But what I say all that to say is, there is some type of enterprise, there is some type of hierarchy, there is some type of company, something like that you specifically have a skill that would complement everything about this organization. You have a skill that is so equipped to meet whatever need this is, that you're being taken on, immediately. Like, they want to sign you now, right? Because, look, and even over here, the moon and the fool, look at these energies, right? This is you. Everyone talks about, actually, no, what I want to say is, do you remember that movie, The Sixth Sense? Okay, so a lot of people talk about, ghosts come to little kids because they're so innocent. They have not been taught that ghosts are scary, or that that's something to fear. That's what I mean with your energy right now, Gemini. There is something about you that is so new and so fresh, and in a certain way, so innocent, that you are perfect for whatever this new thing is. Same way the Fool is the perfect one to navigate the precariousness of the moon. He's too innocent. He doesn't realize that there's anything to be scared of yet. Wild dogs, wild wolves, whatever this crab motherfucker thing is, right? A face in the moon. He's not scared of any of that because he hasn't been taught to be afraid. So there's something that your personality is ideally suited for because you're not afraid. And not only are you not afraid, but you're not jaded. You're perfect for this. And this organization or these people or this family or this group or this energy, they recognize how perfect you are for it. And it's kind of like this over here. The Emperor, we've seen him before. What do we say? That Four of Pentacles and then the actual Emperor card. Well, look at this now. These guys are fighting, right? These guys are fighting with sticks. Let's say you were to come into the arena as a whole goddamn lion. What would they have to say to you then? Nothing. Like, they can't. And I don't know if you're somebody's secret weapon. I don't know if you're the answer to what somebody's been waiting for. But in the broadest sense, Gemini, you are so overqualified for what you're about to step into that you have every possibility of mastering it. And I almost want to say remaking it in your image, or at least bringing everything around you up to match you. Because make no mistake, what's around you, what's leaving you and what's coming around you needs to come up to your level, right? Because you're so suited to whatever this is. But there's going to be people, like, I mean, let's just take this lion again, right? This person down here that threatened to leave you in the dark, like, oh, I'll take my $100 light bill with me. Well, they're running from you because what did I say? They feel like they can manipulate you this way, right? They feel like if they run from the lion, then the lion's hunter instinct will kick in and you'll chase after him. No, what did I say earlier about them having to raise their vibration to you? You're not down here with the beasts. You're up here with the moon. And anyone that tries to manipulate you using either energy, they clearly don't know you as well as they think they do. And didn't we touch on this before? Didn't we talk about this before? Somebody thinks that they know you so well that they can manipulate you. And that's not true. And maybe this is when you're going to show, and maybe this is when you're going to realize, look, a blessing from your ancestors. And it's the number 16. This is that tower. We talk about that in number 8 year. I've been talking about that in all of my things. That's how they wanted to leave you in the 8 of Swords, right? And again, how many times have we seen 4? We see 4 right now, right? 4 of Pentacles and the 4 with the Emperor. They can't move you. And this is their tower. You remember in the tarot card, the tower, it's 2 figures falling from a tower that's been crumbled. Those 2 figures are breaking themselves on you. They're the ones that are going to fall and crumble, not you. You're solid in whatever you have. And that's because there's a blessing from your ancestors for some of you. You know what I mean? It just depends on how deeply that you buy into that. But even the most skeptical person could say, hey, you know, we don't know how our actions back then will vibrate 20 years later. So maybe this is just something about you from your past, you know. Maybe even back then you didn't let yourself be pushed or pulled. Maybe even back then, back in the day, you were the type to hold your ground if you knew it was right. You knew that in holding your ground, you might lose things and people that were precious. You might be denied things and people that could elevate you. But in that moment of holding your ground, you knew you were right. And now fast forward, it's all playing out for you. This is good karma. Even if you don't believe in the ancestors, even if you don't believe in things being able to bless you, this is your karmic repercussions for always having been solid, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And then back here, what do we have? A blessing on your family. Yeah, there could have something to do with a family. You know what I mean? Like, you could be the one that keeps order in your family. You could be the one being strong for your family. You could be the one making a name and standing on it for your family, however that goes. But I do know that there is a group of people, and particularly one person out of that group, that is really trying to make it go backwards. And I don't feel like you're having it, but at the same time, I do feel like it's leaving you confused or in the dark or just feeling kind of lost. Sit with it, because something's about to make itself known to you. It's like the minute that you turn around, like imagine having to cry. Imagine having to run to the car and ugly cry. The minute you step out of that car, turn around, lock the door, turn back around, go back in your house, it's almost like a hand is going to be reaching out with the thing that you've been waiting for and holding solid for. Is going to be right there, because your last test was allowing these people to go and leave you with you not knowing how you were going to go on, but you knew enough to know not to follow them. That was your test and you passed it, for the ones that I'm talking about. And now look, communicate, analyze, let your mind tell you how to. But what the other card says, first off, this is Mercury. Okay, so this is a direct message to you. Mercury in the first house. Gemini is talking to you. Communicate who you are. Analyze your desires. And let your mind tell you how and what action to take. Like, let your mind tell you your actions. Don't let other people tell you what to do. Don't let other people tell you how you should do something. You already know this, right? That blessing from your ancestors, that good karma, you've trusted yourself in the past, and because you trusted yourself in the past and were able to like keep yourself going because you made good judgment calls, you did the right thing, despite whoever or whatever might be leaving you or being taken from you now. This is what's helping you have no fear. This is what's helping you have that lion ass motherfucking courage, because it's like, I've been here before. I've done this before. And I'm going to get through it just like before. But this is something I don't feel like you're going to have to get through. I feel like as soon as this moon goes down and the sun comes up, what you've been waiting for, or that thing you've been holding out for, it's right here. And look over here. Seeking oneness with all there is. Philanthropy. Keep your involvement hidden. And this is the 12th house, right? The difference between 15 and 12 is 3. And that's what we were seeing up here. Where did I see it? On the dice. The number 10 and the number 11, they're both reversed. So basically what we have is 111. And I did tell you that there are 2 people that are trying to pull you back. Whatever you've got going on, keep your involvement in it hidden, because these people might try to like attack your job or like talk to people about you, anything like that. I feel like whatever you're doing, Gemini, there's true good behind it, right? Philanthropy. But what do they say about that? Whenever there's something good trying to happen somewhere, there's something bad trying to stop it. And I feel like that's what's going on. And maybe that's why you feel such a pull or a push or this uncomfortable energy. Like, God, if something else happens, I just want to punch something. It's because you're being pulled in 2 different directions. You're being guided by yourself, but you're also being pulled on by whatever it is that doesn't want you to go the direction that you know you need to go. But with this, you know, you got your first house in Mercury. Something is talking to you with this moon. I don't know how it is. I don't know if it's dreams. I don't know if it's intuition, but something is really speaking to you and letting you know that it's okay even when you're alone. It's letting you know that it's okay. Don't worry about whoever's leaving you. You don't need it anyway. And then when you're calm enough and clear-headed enough, it's going to show you the exact way to go. Provided you don't follow these people that are trying to pull you backwards. You see everything there is to see. You know what it is that you should be doing. And in this energy, don't make a big deal about these people leaving. Don't make a scene like chasing them down or asking for an explanation. Keep your involvement hidden. Let them go. And then you continue to go the way that you're being guided to go, because it's right here. I'm telling you, everything that you suffered for, everything that you held out for, it's about to be here. And I'm not saying it's going to happen instantaneously, but what I will say is you are not going to find it by following these people. You are not going to find it by going backwards. And if you have the courage to move forward and let these people leave, this shit is closer than you think. So, Gemini, that's all I got. I hope it made sense. Bye.